Hey, we are live. What is up, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Storytellers Union here, saying goodbye to summer.
Bye, summer.
We still have a week.
Do we? I thought summer ended with Labor Day. Isn't that a thing?
Everybody thinks that.
It is the unofficial end of summer, but the official end of summer is not till we just what, Tuesday?
Next Tuesday.
So this is our last week of summer, guys. We've had a busy summer. I mean, for not being able to get outside, it's been pretty busy.
Yeah.
Been productive. Productive summer.
I mean, we've had a lot of car repairs.
Huh? Really? Car repairs?
Doug, are you not watching our series? We got time to talk about that. We're jumping ship here. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I'm so watching it. I want to know what happens to the Subaru. I'm not even concerned about the song anymore. I know how the song turns out. I want to know what happens with the Subaru.
No spoilers. You don't know anything. You haven't heard anything. Obviously, what I've not done this summer is get a haircut. Now that I'm looking here at myself, Jared gave me my first quarantine haircut. Now she won't give me another one.
Well, I tried. I wanted to, but it's a lot. So there's a lot going on up here.
I must not have been a very good customer.
And then down here, we didn't tip very well.
I don't think she's actually a licensed professional. Is the reason I went in and I asked for the Doug, and this is what I got.
Dude, that is so not the Doug.
Exactly right.
Doug is self-sufficient.
She doesn't know what she's doing. But other than letting our hair grow and or shaving our heads,
I'm kind of blonde now.
And going blonde. See, we've done more this summer than follicle related activities.
Hi, Doug. How are you?
I'm just gonna have another drink.
So, all right, guys, pull it together. It's summer. What have we been doing? The end of summer means the end of what?
The end of the summer cover series.
We promised everybody we'd give them another song, and we got a week to deliver on that promise.
We do. 1 week.
Officially. Unofficially, if you go by Doug,
I was going to say, if you go by my calendar, we're already over and have missed our promise. So, way to go, guys! Way to ruin summer for everybody.
I know.
We don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do it. I'm excited about it, though. I'm excited about the song the next in the summer cover series.
If you're so excited about it, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, so it's going to be me singing, and it's funny how this came about. I don't think I chose this song. I think Doug chose this song, and
I don't know if I actually chose the song. I just started putting songs together. I asked you guys what you wanted, and I was just playing with songs and just kept dumping things into a covers folder on Dropbox. So I think this song chose you.
Did it?
I think so.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
I was under the impression that she had actually asked for it.
No.
In case we hadn't talked about it before with the other songs that we had premiered over the summer, Doug just thought it was Doug's idea, and it was a good idea. Like, let's just creatively have some fun with some of other people's music. You guys give me a list of some songs you'd like to do, and that's kind of what we did. I just presumed that you had given him this one.
No.
So who's asking for this song?
About? I don't know.
We're keeping them in
the
suspense.
Universe. So the next in our summer cover series is the song "High and Dry" by Radiohead. And again, I thought Doug chose it.
I thought you chose it.
We actually recorded it. So I mean, it's
somehow we recorded it. We're not sure who picked it, but somehow
asked for it and picked it. Thank you, Universe, for giving us this version of Radiohead's.
I was excited. I thought Doug chose it, and because I remember I was like, does Doug want me to sing this? Because that's way too high for Kevin. And I was like, Doug,
don't tell Kevin that.
Don't tell Kevin that.
I've heard Kevin tries Sheena Easton. There's nothing way too high for Kevin.
Spoiler alert.
No one out there knows about that either. They probably don't want to.
That could get released along with my version of Achy Breaky someday.
I think my Sheena Easton is the backside of the 45 of Doug.
We get the appropriate amount of subscribers and likes and follows. Those will be released, but the interwebs have got to get to work on that and start clicking those like and sub buttons. Come on,
right. So before you can hear the really bad stuff, we're going to give you something really good because I can brag on her. She does an incredible job on this song. And she's doing a video for it as well, because we've had videos for the others in our summer cover series. So when can the folks expect to hear your version of High and Dry?
I think the last day of summer is very appropriate, and that would be Monday.
Actually, the last day of summer is Tuesday.
No, that'd be the first day. That's the first day of fall.
No.
We're already past the last day of summer, right? That's Labor Day.
No.
We literally just asked our Echo this. I can't say a name.
Well, let's do it. Let's Yo.
Your Echo responds to yo. Yo.
Well, Alexa, when is the last day? No, Alexa, when's the first day of fall?
The first day of fall will be on September 22nd, 2020 at 9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Yes, it did. Thank you very much.
So if fall starts at 9:30 on Tuesday, excuse me, we're doing a Facebook Live here.
He's so mean to our Echo.
Dude, you're going to be so screwed when our AI overlords finally take over. I say please and thank you to my Alexa.
You best. Yeah, you absolutely better. So, but if it doesn't, if 9:30 on Tuesday is fall, then 9:37 on Tuesday is what? It's still summer.
9:30 on Tuesday. 9:30
so the
a.m.
last,
on Tuesday.
So the
last official day.
Full day of summer.
No, the first day of fall is 9:30 a.m. on Tuesday, September 22nd. Hence, we will release High and Dry on Monday, September 21st, the last full day of summer.
Full day.
You see what I have to be quarantined with.
Thank you, Kenny. See, there's someone who's looking forward to High and Dry. He didn't ask for it, but now he's happy that it's coming.
Well, he said specifically High and Dry, no, but I do like Radiohead. You don't like the song High and Dry, Kenny?
Certainly what it sounds like. High and Dry? No. That's the way I'm reading it.
That's right. Yeah.
It's High and Dry? No. But I do like Radiohead.
Kenny did suggest Leather and Lace, and there was some other songs that were suggested. As you can see from the three of us who do not know when summer begins.
Yes, he will, Kenny. He will.
Thank you.
But actually, if we could just sleep at all, I would sleep on the floor right now. That would be just perfectly fine. But that's another story. Yeah. Because we're working so hard trying to finish these songs for everyone. No, we have a lot of
yes, he likes it. He just didn't ask for it. So my reading of Kenny's comments, specifically High and Dry, no. Yeah, but I do like Radiohead is incorrect. Sorry, Kenny.
I've known Kenny like for 30 maybe 40 some years now, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I understood that he was actually saying, no, he didn't respond to it, request it per se, but he's happy that we're doing it. And it is, one of, at this point, we got 6 is what we managed. So we have 3 John Prine covers, all still available out there. We have the Rolling Stones, we have the Ramones, and now we're ending with Radiohead. And we did have, several others that we wanted to do and are in various forms of completion, and we will get to those, but we can't stretch this into November and keep calling it our summer cover series, since the three of us obviously can't even agree on when summer begins or ends.
Although I think what we could agree on is that when we get an appropriate amount of likes and subs across our multimedia platforms, that we could release some of those other songs that are real gems that people would love to hear.
Specifically, Achy Breaky Heart.
I do an excellent version of Flaming Lips inspired Achy Breaky Heart, which when we get up into the 400s on our likes, follows, whatever it is on Facebook, I think it could be released. And if you want to hear Kevin take a swing at Sheena Easton, or is it Sheila E?
No, it's Sheena.
Okay.
No spoilers though.
Yeah, we do have a couple of really good songs. not those that we're talking about. We will let you hear our embarrassments because we obviously have no shame. We will definitely slut ourselves out for likes and follows.
They're not bad. They're just unique interpretations of standards. But
we have actually a couple of classics, and I don't want to give those away because we do kind of have those still 80%, 90% there, but we really want to get the summer cover series closed by the end of summer, and we're going to save these for some special occasions. They will just magically appear on the internet at some point in time and delight.
Stay tuned to the internet.
Just stay tuned to, stand by your internet.
It's a series of tubes.
And wait for those. But honestly, one of the reasons we wanted, two reasons. Summer is ending, so we knew that we needed to save a few of these covers for our rainy days, and we are really excited about our original material. We got some original songs that we cannot wait for people to hear, and so we want to, give them one more cover and then move on ahead into, guys, we're working on an album.
It's a true story.
Album. Working on an album. Doug, you want to tell everybody about the fact that we're not just announcing when we have a video for High and Dry. We have a video coming for a new song of ours.
This is true. Anybody who caught our performance on the United Way telethon a while back may have got a taste of this song. We're going to release our version. It's ours. I guess it's our version, isn't it? Sorry, I'm stuck in talking about cover mode. Yeah, this is not a cover. It's a complete original. We're going to release Baggage Never Sorted, or Baggage Never Snorted, as I originally put it in Dropbox as. My bad. I got a little fat fingered when I was typing on the keyboard there, but I'm really excited about this song. This song, gave me goosebumps the first time I heard it all put together. And I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of our music, but I'm very harsh on our music.
He's terribly harsh.
He's very harsh.
I'll go, did Doug say anything about it?
Nope.
And Kevin will come in and go, Doug still never said anything about blah, blah, blah. And I'll go, Doug never says anything about my stuff. So you're hard. You're rough. You're rough.
I'm sorry, Doug. Go on over and talk about Baggage. She can complain about you later.
Is this like band therapy session all of a sudden? Isn't there like an entire Metallica documentary about this thing where they sit around and argue and they're in therapy for an hour and a half or something?
I think we're doing that live. I'm like ending up on the couch and now she's letting you know what she thinks about you too.
Wow.
Do you want to talk about how to play River and Mud?
No, not again. He wants to talk about playing Baggage Never Sorted, which, as Doug said, if you manage to catch our performance on the
United Way telethon,
back in July, and is when we premiered it. But for those that didn't get to see that and still haven't heard the song, we recut the video and we're going to debut that on October the 5th. So that'll give a good 2 weeks. You can sit around and enjoy High and Dry for 2 weeks and think about the end of summer and have your regrets for all the things you didn't do. Think about how crappy Doug has been to all of us and how bad I am to Jerry.
That's right.
I still don't know how to play River and Mud.
That'll never happen.
But it's exciting to be talking about 2 new videos coming out. You get a 2-for-1. You get a Radiohead song, you get a Storytellers original, all to end your summer, begin your fall. And we've actually had a lot going on when you think about it. Doug was right when he said it's been a productive summer for as busy as we've been with work and some of the other things that have definitely been absorbing more time than we would have maybe like. And,
what, Kevin? What are you referring to?
Yeah, there's just been some things.
The fact that we were back at the garage today with our car?
Well, that's something else when you talk about things we can maybe mention. Hey, Jamie, thanks for tuning in. So
Hope the weather's okay down there in Florida.
Yeah.
Isn't there like another nasty thing coming through the Gulf right now?
The hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seem to have a series of those because 2020, right?
Right.
But that's why we're trying to concentrate on the positive things, and it's the small things in life. With all the stresses we've even had going on with work and all, it's been a relief for us to work on some of these other projects. So yeah, we got an original coming out.
So here's I just threw it up there.
Oh no.
No, I see too much of that kind of stuff too on Facebook.
That's way too young, man. Way too young.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Love out to Lucky Jones. Yeah. Goodness.
So it's hard to transition off of that now. I'm worried.
Well, I think it's appropriate when we're having a discussion about what a year 2020's been. And
you do look for silver linings, and really the silver lining for us has been to escape into creating things, because honestly, I'd been in just because life gets busy. Normal life, when the world is normal, I can get myself kind of distracted, and I actually hadn't written anything in a couple of years until I started doing a ton of writing just to almost entertain myself, just as to pass the time. And next thing you know, I'm as prolific as Doug, which is extremely hard to do.
That should be the title of our next album, Prolific as Doug.
Doug. It is hard to keep up with Doug. It's strange now. We're in some ways we're passing him up. Now we're waiting on him, which never happens.
This is true. I mean, it has been very fortunate that there's this reversal of roles with my demands in the day job and everything. Yeah. So now you guys are cracking it out, and I'm playing catch up.
And the end result is, as we've mentioned several times tonight, and through the last couple of times we've done these lives, is that we do have a new album in progress. But before we get to talking about the new album, I want to thank everyone who, I guess it is sort of new album related, not just new songs. We've been, pumping out content for you guys on both our Facebook and YouTube channels. And one thing we thought would be kind of fun is to maybe take you behind the scenes a little bit on our, album process as we move towards album number 3. And so every Thursday evening, we have been debuting on here a new episode in our Trying to Finish a Song vlog, which is the story of Jerry and I taking a weekend getaway that got away. Totally. We had never written a song we had not sat down together, the two of us, to lyrically work out a song together. I either write a song, she writes a song, Doug provides the music. Sometimes Jerry, can provide music, and we collaborate from that point on backing vocals and mixes and such. But actually sit down and write a song together, we never had done. So we decided to challenge ourselves to do it. So if you've not seen any of the episodes yet,
it cost me to wreck the car.
You have a chance to get
You want to do what?
We have 4 episodes out there right now.
Doesn't rhyme with no. Yeah.
And so it does document our slight car accident. And
Slight?
It's not as bad as it looks.
It looks terrible, y'all.
It does. It really does. Honestly,
that Subaru is like submerged.
Yeah, it's back in the shop today. So
it's really not, though. It's little things. Like the overall damage was less than $2,000.
If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go out to see the
I drove into a mud hole
in the middle of nowhere, like literally
up in the mountains of West Virginia.
Nowhere. So
I'm a Southern West Virginia girl. I think we can make it. I'm in a Subaru.
You're totally a Southern West Virginia girl by calling that a mud hole. It's like a little pond you drove into.
Thank you, Doug.
I thought I could skim around it.
Sure.
Like I thought I could go around it. But as soon as my driver's side tire just barely touched it, it was like quicksand, and the car just went. Whoop. The whole accident took 3 seconds. Like the car went.
What is not in the episode is me going, I think we should turn around. Oh, yes, I did.
He didn't.
I didn't. I full-heartedly supported her decision to
encouraged to go right through the middle of it, right? Instead of going around it at all. Just go hammer down and goes right through the middle of it. It'll be fine. There were no
good choices, honestly. The direction in which we had been very harrowing, and we didn't think we could get back. We were lucky to get as far as we did. So, left with a choice. We made what we thought was the best one at the time. Turned out not to be. But if you haven't seen it, you can actually get the visual estimation of what we're talking about by catching up on our Trying to Finish a Song series. It is, for those that haven't seen it yet, there are 4 episodes out there. There are 6 in total. So episode number 5 is this Thursday night, and then it'll finish next Thursday night. And you can find out then what happens.
Did we write a song?
Or did we survive? I
mean, so Kenny has a good point, but I think where you guys are, there was no GPS, right? You were that far out.
No, the GPS was working. We didn't have any cell phone signal.
I see.
Which is why we had to walk to get cell phone signal to get 911.
When 911 tried to hone in on us using GPS and our phone, they couldn't figure out where we were either. So it was really hit or miss as to, what we could access where we were.
And it was getting dark finally because this was hours. I mean, the accident happened at like 12:20 in the afternoon, and I mean we didn't have a wrecker to us until after about 5:30, and it's getting dark. We're in the mountains of West Virginia, somewhere either Randolph or Lewis or
we couldn't tell them what county we were.
They couldn't because even the 911 signal was pinging off different county towers. So, and Bigfoot is in that area.
In the back of my head, I kept hearing Doug's voice going, content. I'm like, well, this sucks.
Content. We must have more content.
Yeah, if I can't film us doing a song since we're stuck out in the mountain somewhere, at least I can film us stuck out in the mountain somewhere. But maybe we do get to the song. Maybe we get rescued again. Who knows?
That's why I pulled the phone out and just sang River and Mud with my poor car in the background.
So all I'm saying is on a mock-up of an album artwork that Kevin sent and put into Dropbox, there are 2 songs I do not recognize. So something got done, I think.
Again, Doug, no spoilers. The last anyone saw, we're stuck on the mountain somewhere. Yes, I know this is live from
I hope you guys get back okay.
Who knows? I haven't seen it yet. It's not
maybe we recorded this.
I am going to tune in on Thursday to see episode 5, and then tune in next Thursday to see the finale, episode 6 of Trying to Finish a Song, to see whether or not we make it home from the mountains of West Virginia, and maybe with a song in tow. Who knows? We actually had one more thing to announce too, because again, we've got a lot. It's been a busy summer. It's been a busy summer.
Wait, what else are we announcing?
This is news to Doug. So,
most things are news to me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going right now, y'all.
I'm pretty sure this was Doug's idea, right?
I think it was, yeah. The whole thing was Doug's idea.
No, as we get ready to move into October, we realized that October 1st, 2018, we debuted our band documentary, which again, it's out there on YouTube in our archives as well as here on our Facebook page. So you can watch it at any time, but we thought it'd be kind of fun since it is the anniversary of that documentary that we put a little bit of time into, that we would premiere it again in October to celebrate and do a watch along. So you can get some sort of behind the scenes commentary. Watch along with us, the 3 of us, watching the band documentary, Kids on the Same Ride, and you can watch all the bad hair and the bad clothes through the 80s and 90s and all the way up to the making of our last album. And hopefully you'll join in with us. If you've not seen it yet, it would be the perfect time to watch
Let's all watch it together.
Along with us.
I like this. I like this. Kids on the Same Road watch along. Along with like rolling commentary from us. I love that idea.
Yeah, that's right.
See, Doug, you should tune in. Actually, you should show up for it.
You should be here, Doug.
I should totally show up for that.
Why don't you do that?
Because if you do not, she will bury you throughout the entire.
She will totally bury me. Sure. Absolutely.
Well,
I'll be there to defend myself.
Documentary.
What?
No, I'll bury you. I bury you in the documentary, so I'll just bury you even further.
I know, right?
Yeah.
If you've not seen the documentary yet, that's worth tuning in for, because these two actually fight in the documentary. This is, again, in my mind, content as I'm filming. So watch them fight again, because I can almost guarantee that as the two of them watch the fight live, it is going to open up some old wounds.
Fortunately, we're all pretty much still under lockdown, so we can't be in the same room together to watch it, or punches would be thrown this time, I'm sure.
That's right. Yeah.
She packs a mean punch. Trust me.
She's pretty hot-tempered.
I cannot socially distance
Southern
myself
West Virginia girl,
from
Andy.
her.
I know, right? That's a mud hole. Shut up. You play it like this. Yeah.
Exactly. Please don't drive in the mud hole, Jerry. Straight through. Tell me what to think.
That's right.
So, guys, we've announced a little bit about some music we have coming out. We announced about the video series we have going. We announced that we're going to, do our watch along with Kids on the Same Ride film. But just a taste. I think we should give folks just a taste, an update as to how the new album's going.
Wait, am I supposed to do that? Is that a cue for me?
Or anyone? Maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's going well.
Actually, you know what? I think we are. I'm going to call us dangerously close to actually finishing an album. The reality was, when you put mock-up artwork in Dropbox the other day, and I did have a chance to look at it, and I do really like where we're going, but on there that I don't know.
Well, that's because you haven't seen the latest mock-up, Doug.
Are there more songs or less now?
Well,
so, folks, it is going so well, and one of the reasons we've not announced names or titles or release dates is, one, we have been all extremely busy with work, so we don't want to make promises until we know we're getting close enough that we can make those promises. And two, we don't want to stifle creativity, because I think that some of our biggest problems with finishing this is going to be some tough decisions we may have to make, because we continue to create.
Yeah. So Kevin comes over the weekend and was like, just walks downstairs. He's been upstairs for a while. He comes downstairs. He goes, I wrote a song. And I go, like, just now you wrote a song? Yeah. And he's like, want to go sing it?
Love it.
So we walk downstairs, and he's like, I'll sing it once through. And then kind of show you what I'm hearing for you, which we typically will do. Like, if I write it, I'll go, so here's what I'm hearing you do, or hey, Linda, or vice versa. And sometimes he's just like, if you hear something, just kind of depends. But so he is sings it through, and I love it. I don't know, it might be I hate to say that it might be my favorite song. Sometimes it's just like, it's my favorite song currently, but it's really, really good. And I mean, it came together like, he said, he sang it through. Here's what I think you should do, or here's what I'm hearing. I said, okay, boom. We sang it together.
I honestly, it was one of those moments sometimes when you create things and it's like, I don't know, your voice when it meets mine, and sometimes the harmony's right. Sometimes you just know. No, it was one of those moments where I'm like, okay, the last thing we need probably is another song to have to decide, when the album gets too long, because we're trying to keep this one nice and tight, right?
Said Doug Never. The last thing we need is another song.
Well, I also don't. I truly was trying to entertain myself. Okay, I was bored. I was frustrated. I'm like, I'm going to I have a concept, and I'll just see how it plays out, and I can save it till the next album. And then it turned out perfect, and thematically would fit in so well with this album that I do think that there's going to be 2 or 3 really good songs that are going to be for the next project. I really think that we'll probably have to, when we know we're close enough to let's start making decisions. I think we're going to have some really amazing outtakes that are going to be a great seed for releasing down the line in some form, even if it's a whole other album that we start working on. That's how fast things are flowing right now. To which, Jerry, you want to tell Doug something?
So
Oh God! Do I have to write? Do I have to learn a song that you wrote?
So last night,
Oh God! Do I have to learn to record a song that you wrote in quarantine?
last night I come downstairs and I tell Kevin that guess what? He goes, what? I go, wrote a song. He goes, you did? I go, yeah. And so he was kind of surprised, and then.
Well, like you, I know she's been crazy busy with work, so I was surprised. Season, so. I thought she was going to bed early, and next thing I know, it's late, and I'm doing my normal late night going to bed routine, and she's up, and she's like, "I wrote a song."
So then, a few minutes ago, I came home from work, and I said, "Kevin," I was like, he goes, "And we can tell Doug on our live. We'll have to share with him that that you wrote a song. He'll be." And I said, "Yeah, we'll share with him that I have 2 more songs." And he went, "Wait, 2 more songs?" Yeah, I've got 2 new songs.
We were going to surprise you with 1, and she comes home and surprises me that there's 2. I'm like, okay.
Like, guess what?
I'm not sure our friendship can survive 2020 and me having to learn 2 songs that you've written.
You don't have to, honey. They're your music.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Which is actually, you talk about rare.
Maybe that doesn't happen because Jerry, who's a guitar player in her own right, always writes for herself. So I'm very interested to see how that turns out.
Kenny, you're probably not too far off because we maybe.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done that anyway on a song, if somewhere in our archives.
I think that the idea
that's probably me. I always think that
us having to create differently has brought some different songs out that maybe we wouldn't normally get. Like they're almost songwriting exercises where it's like, let's see if we can write lyrics together. Let's see, Jerry, typically writes her music and her words to her own music and doesn't write to Doug's music as often as I do. So that was different. I definitely think, without giving any spoilers away, since we do have some decisions to make ultimately when we have a fully, finished batch of songs, even with knowing that some of them are going to have to be held over, there's no doubt that there's going to be some very first time kind of songs. I think when you guys say on this album, things that maybe are a little different styles or such than maybe people are used to hearing from us.
This is awesome. I'm excited. This is awesome. I think we should just keep cranking it out, man. I mean, this is what we do. This is, and I don't even want to know what music it is. I just want it dropped in Dropbox in a text sometime that it's in there. Go check it out. And because the way my day job's going right now, it's going to be after October 1 before I actually get to do anything else anyway. So
I think when I started mocking up some, because to me that's when it starts to get real. I'm
right.
Like, okay, I need to do something creatively, and so I'm like, that'll, you'll have to have some packaging. You'll have to have some. So I'm just start playing with some ideas.
The marketing.
Yeah, the marketing.
Right, sure.
And then before I was even done with doing that, that's when I wrote my song. So like, daggone it.
No.
Here comes another song.
Yeah.
But I get, I was looking at it like a really tight 10 song album, and it still may be 10, 12 songs probably. But I'd say we got at least 18 or 19 around there to choose from. Well, you got 2 albums worth to narrow down.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff definitely has a feel, and I think it goes along with the 2020 feel overall. Just the challenges and struggles of this year overall, with everything that's gone on in the world, and with our own lives. It's definitely coloring where we are now.
I think, to Kenny, to your point, I think there's some catchy riffs going on here. I think we called our last one. I think we were calling our last one kind of our Arcade Fire record, just because the arrangements were big and there was a lot of orchestration on it.
It was a little self-indulgent from my end with the production. I have to admit that, looking back at it now. This is just a smidge self-indulgent.
I loved how lush it sounds. I love the orchestration on like Can't Think of Anything Else, for example, or the arrangement of St. Francis Bay. I mean, I love the way that record sounds. But you don't want to do the same thing twice. And this album is just kind of taking on its own personality. I'd say that's, of the 3, it's going to be our more rock record.
I was going to say rap.
Well, I was going to say aggressive, but I don't think it's a aggressive rock rap record.
I think some of the newer songs kind of will temper that out a little bit, like, but not a lot of, I mean, there's a couple of ballads, Baggage Never Sorted, if you're just joining us, is really the first single of our next album. We know that one's going to be on there. We all love that song. It is probably the, one of just a handful of ballads that are going to be in contention for this record. Most everything else is mid-tempo, up-tempo, heavy, aggressive probably is one way to put it.
I think aggressive is good for a lot of this. I mean, there's a lot of raw rock on here. And it's a much less produced, which isn't something that, I think when I think of me and my production style. I mean, I think if anything, we could call my production style overproduced, but that's not really happening right now. And it's just kind of falling in.
So I'm hoping that maybe the next time we do one of these live guys,
live guys
pizza, right? Or is it hamburger?
Do one of these live, guys. That maybe we can make it a record. But if we do another one of these next month, it might be some sort of announcement. Fingers crossed. We're going to let the creativity.
But we're going to watch the video, right? On October 5th.
No.
First.
Nope.
Well, correct me, Kevin. And
yes, I did. I've become a beat maker, and I'm listening to a lot of Travis Scott right now. So it's going to be a very ambient hip hop record. Is what's going to happen. Like a lot of trip hop, a lot of like chill lo-fi. That's what we're going for.
That's right.
I will definitely say that there is one song that if it makes the album, and I really think it will because it turned out pretty great. I do know that I surprised Doug with that one when I told him what bit of music that he had out there for us.
Yes.
And I said, it's going to be the one you least expect probably that we would get a song out of. And writing exercises that was intentionally picked. I'm like, he doesn't think there's any chance in the world. I can tell by Doug gives goofy names, by the way, to the songs. Like he gives nonsense names to the songs. Before we, write lyrics to them and give them, what names they become. And I could just tell by the name he gave this one that there was no way in the world he thought that we would choose it. And so now it's going to be a Storytellers Union song.
There's usually some reference to sci-fi, of course. Wizards, dragons.
Sex alien, biker wizards.
Yeah. Balls is in it a lot. Usually there's some kind of balls. Wizard, alien, space balls. Doug loves a ball.
Aliens and balls. That's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You all figure out a transition from that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not. I can't segue from that.
How about we recap?
Let's do that.
We went through a lot of information tonight. So summer's ending.
What?
We can't agree on when it is actually ending, but we know that it's ending.
Ending Monday.
It's already ended.
No, Monday next week.
It's already,
Doug thinks the story ended at Labor Day. She thinks it ends on Monday. I think it ends on Tuesday morning at 9:37 when it switches to fall at 9:38.
Little Harry Potter there for you. You're a wizard, Jerry.
I like it. Thank you.
But summer is ending one way or the other. We all know. We just don't know when. And so we're ending our summer cover series by dropping one more cover. And if you're late joining us, Jerry, tell the folks at home what they've won.
You will be hearing next Monday evening, High and Dry by Radiohead, as sung by moi.
Jerry York here.
Jerry York.
I'm serious. It has been stuck in my head. And I love the song, and hopefully those of you who know Radiohead know the song, love it too, but her version of it, she kills it. I mean, that's what's been stuck in my head. Not the Radiohead version. Having heard it, it got stuck in my head,
Doug,
which is a good sign.
I actually really, really like it. Now, Liam is not a fan.
Liam's not a fan.
Actually, yeah.
I'm worried over that.
He is not a fan. He said, Daddy, that's a bad song. Please turn it off. So then I played Bitter Pill for him, and he's like, yes, this is much better. Which, spoilers, that's a song that may make the next album. But yeah, he really liked Bitter Pill a lot better than your version of High and Dry.
He isn't that aggressive stage, so I think maybe it's a little more mellow. Like he's more active kind of kid, right?
This is true. Yeah, he's in that aggressive 5-year-old Godzilla is everything to the world to him. So he's in his kaiju phase. So destroying the world.
That's definitely more on the Godzilla side of things than Radiohead.
It definitely. Bitter Pill, and plus, Bitter Pill has a few shout outs to like one of his ongoing stories. So
that's true. That's true. I need to give him a co-write.
Well, it. I mean, Liam has been like pretty much rocking out to Beastie Boys Sabotage since he was.
That's right. This is true.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
Just running around the house like a madman.
We're not going to give Liam what he wants, but hopefully, hopefully he still logs on and comments because we could use the engagement. So tell him to come trash high and dry on Monday evening.
Right. Any engagement is good engagement, right?
By the way, if you're watching and you've not hit that like button,
hit it. Do it.
Hit it and subscribe. And
when you see this archive on YouTube, definitely subscribe.
Yes.
Follow and like.
And that way you get up on all this. And I think that since we are throwing a lot of information to folks, that I'll put a schedule together so that people can keep track, because we got a cover coming up. When?
Next Monday.
Which may or may not be the end of summer. I'm saying summer's already gone, but
we have our first single from our upcoming album that we're still working to finish, Baggage Never Sorted, and that is premiering with a video for it on October 5th. So 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks from, actually not roughly, 2 weeks from tonight. It doesn't seem like it should be October 2 weeks from tonight, but yeah.
Oh, I know. I can't wait for October, but
I'm trying to do the math on that. October 5th, regardless of how, regardless of when summer begins or ends, or how many weeks or what day it is, we don't know. We just know we got a cover coming out next week. 2 weeks from that, we got a original song coming out. And then again, follow along with our Trying to Finish a Song series every Thursday night. We're ending that next week. Episode 5 is this Thursday. Next week's the end, episode 6.
Did we finish the song?
Beyond that, we're looking into October, and we will announce a date where we're going to, the three of us, get together, and we're going to do an anniversary screening of our band documentary.
And Doug and I, we're going to fight.
We're gonna fight. We're throwing down virtually. It's going to happen.
So we could be calling it a Facebook Live watch along, or we could consider it a pay-per-view, like
yes,
Gary versus Doug, in a cage match over River and Mud. Again, if you've not seen it, it's the perfect time to get caught up on our band history and watch us go through all of our awkward stages. More, maybe not as awkward as the one we're having right now.
I'm pretty sure we're still in an awkward stage. We have nothing but awkward stages.
Different varieties of awkward stages. But I do think we probably need to get a schedule out there, because that's a lot, right? I mean,
yeah. I'm completely confused about what we're doing. I just kind of go where Kevin tells me to go. So
I do the same.
Cover, original, documentary, new album. I mean, gosh, how do we find the time?
Well, I don't sleep. I don't know about you guys.
No, I was asking how do we find the time to do it?
Well, I'm a wizard.
We got a video.
Gary's a wizard. I don't sleep. What's your gimmick?
I'm the best. I'm like, hey, Doug, can you get me that? Doug, can you get that? Jared, have you sang that yet?
You're your list. Yeah, you are the list guy. That's for sure. Yeah.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I'm the OCD one of like, we got to write it all down. You gotta work from your notes. Even on a spontaneous Facebook Live, just so we don't forget anything. Yeah. But we somehow have found the time to do some of these things that we've talked about tonight. So we'll end our summer cover series. We'll start the kickoff to our new album. And I look forward to sitting around and having one of these lives where it's completely dedicated to the new record. And I'm hoping that we can get that scheduled before too very long.
I'm really excited. I'm excited, Doug. I'm excited for you to hear the new stuff.
I'm excited. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of her stuff, because that's ridiculous, but I am very hard on her stuff. And this is I like everything we've been doing recently that could land on this album. So I'm excited.
And we're not making any promises because we don't want to stifle the creativity as long as great songs are coming out. But just like we're doing with Baggage, releasing it here in a couple of weeks, I do expect that we'll get some pre-album singles out there so that we can start putting some of these songs into the universe, start getting your all's takes on it, and it gives you all an idea where we're going because we love, like Doug said earlier, I think Baggage is honestly one of the better things we've ever done. I'm really proud of it. But it isn't, an indication of some of the other styles.
It is definitely not.
So, we're going to mix it up, throw some pre-release singles out there as they get done, and we get videos for them, and see if we can confuse everybody as to exactly what this album is going to be when it comes together.
Yeah, we are definitely going from James Taylor to PP Cocaine on this album. So we are running the gambit and a lot of aggressiveness in between there. So,
but yeah, we've hope you all have had a good summer, all things considered, and that you're all staying safe and that you're all doing well. We know that times are tough and there's a lot of depressing news anytime you turn on the news. So we hope you found your peace where it is that you can find that in your own lives. And the way we've sort of escaped into doing things like this, just having fun, goofing off on Facebook, letting off some steam.
Thanks for joining us and having fun with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for your support and encouragement, and
Linda and Jamie and anyone else that's watching, and the folks that have tuned in tonight, and folks that, it does. I know we, are like anyone else on Facebook or YouTube, wanting follows and likes and hoping that you keep up with us. But, we're obviously folks with day jobs and real lives, and we know a lot of you guys real well. And so it means the world to us when we get feedback and somebody tells us what they think of a particular song or asks us a question or, wants to know when the next this, that, or the other is coming out. And, just it's gratifying and we can't thank you enough.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Not. Hopefully you'll stay tuned and stick with us through all this, and we can provide some distractions for you, and hopefully you like what we have coming because as you just heard, there's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than I thought we had. And I thought we had a lot.
I will get a schedule together so that we can all keep up with some of the things we want to, it's always good to have something to look forward to. That's something Jared and I always say that, once which has been hard during these difficult times, when there's no live music, well, we love you too.
Absolutely.
Love you.
But I mean, we're big concert goers and we haven't seen live music in forever and it's killing us. It was always hard when we had a concert that we went to and we left without having tickets to something else. Like we always left sad that it was over, but hey, at least there's XYZ coming up. So always have something to look forward to. And
you guys were going to go see XYZ?
I have seen XYZ.
He burst his eardrum.
I have seen XYZ on the riverfront in Huntington in the 80s, and I forgot to bring hearing protection. It was extremely loud. I was with Dave Lonely. Shout out to Dave if you're watching.
What up, Dave?
And Dave is the friend that assisted me that evening because I didn't want to leave the concert. So what we did was we found a broken glass bottle there at the riverfront, and we used it to cut Dave's shoestrings to stick in my ears. True story. I don't think Doug knew that story.
I think I have heard it, but just hearing you tell it years later, it's I just nonsense. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Some friends give you the shirt off their back. Other friends will literally slice up their shoestrings so you can stick them in your ears.
And that is Dave in a nutshell right there. The friend that will slice up his shoestrings so you can stick them in your ears. So love you, Dave.
And watch XYZ together. And there's a poster from that night downstairs in the Blue Moon.
Really?
That's something we need to do sometime on one of these. We'll give a vlog, one of our video
Dave
vlogs.
Lonely.
You betcha. The one and only.
Kenny knows him well too. Kenny went to school with him also. So yeah, Dave's still out there. We still talk to him semi-regularly. We don't talk to anyone as much as we should anymore. So this is one way of communicating with a lot of folks that we maybe don't get to talk to enough.
Dave, if you're watching this, please give us a call.
Yeah. And a like and a follow.
and a sub on YouTube, please. And don't forget our Instagram. We have that too.
Yeah, okay. We've just lost Dave now.
I forgot about that. We haven't mentioned that yet. Over the summer, that's something else we did.
Yeah,
we kicked off an Instagram channel.
Tell us that. Tell us about it.
We have an Instagram channel
or
page or what?
Oh, there's this little duck that's joined the band. He is now on drums.
The duck, yeah. The duck on the duck has headphones on, doesn't he? So this duck plays to a click track, so our drums are tight.
Shoestrings.
Bringing it full circle. See, we got continuity.
Full circle. Oh my goodness!
Rambling.
Yeah,
we're going places.
We're professionals on this.
All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in.
Thanks for spending some time with us tonight.
Yeah. First things first. Next week, check out our Radiohead cover as we say goodbye to summer.
Or I've already said goodbye to summer. It ended on Labor Day.
Love and prayers out to Mr. Jones.
Yes.
And thanks to everyone for tuning in. And hopefully you stay tuned for the things we have coming up and join us the next time we do one of these.
And I'm giving Gail the last word. Love you, Gail.
You never know.
You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.